Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, May 22nd, 2025. A man was arrested for investigation into sexual battery after allegedly groping women and exposing himself at the Joshua Tree Music Festival. On Friday at 10:30 p.m., San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies say that Joshua Arieli, 44, was attending the Joshua Tree Music Festival near Sunfair Road in Joshua Tree when he approached two women on two separate occasions and touched them inappropriately over their clothing. Deputies say that Arieli was also exposing himself to partygoers at the event. He was detained by festival security, who contacted the sheriff's department. Joshua Arieli was arrested for suspicion of sexual battery and indecent exposure. He was booked into the Morongo Basin Jail and has since been released on bail. The Town of Yucca Valley Public Works Department will be conducting scheduled median maintenance on 29 Palms Highway today, requiring temporary lane closures. From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., the number one lane in both directions will be closed between Sage Avenue and Hermosa Avenue. Local residents are encouraged to use off-highway routes such as Onaga Trail, Yucca Trail, Sunny Slope Drive, and Paxton Road. To help avoid traffic delays and congestion, drivers are urged to proceed with caution in affected areas and follow all posted signage. At Tuesday's meeting of the Yucca Valley Town Council, council members received detailed updates on state and federal budget issues, approved major road maintenance contracts, and honored the town's public works team. They also heard encouraging news about a federal funding request and the town's strong public safety standing. Reporter Hillary Sloan has the summary.
The May 20th Yucca Valley Town Council meeting opened with news of California's projected $14 billion budget deficit. While no immediate impact on local finances is expected, state funding for education, Medi-Cal, and wildfire programs may be affected in the future. The town submitted a federal funding request for improvements to stormwater management and pedestrian pathways on Palm Avenue. Caltrans also reported progress on the $21 million rehabilitation project for Highway 247, which will include adding shoulders, upgrading drainage, and installing Class 2 bike lanes, expected to be completed by the fall. The council recognized public works crews for National Public Works Week and awarded American Asphalt a slurry seal contract. Captain Warwick reported an 81% felony case closure rate and praised new tools such as Prop 36, body cameras, and K9 units for keeping Yucca Valley among the safest towns in the region. For more information about this meeting, refer to this story at Z107.7fm.com. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Last night's regularly scheduled Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors meeting was canceled yesterday afternoon and rescheduled as a special meeting to be held tonight at 6 p.m. at Covington Park's multipurpose room. Reporter Gabriel Hart explains the reason behind last night's cancellation and reviews the agenda for tonight's rescheduled meeting.
Since last night's meeting agenda was not posted onto the CSD's website, the MVCSD was at risk of violating the Brown Act, which states meeting agendas must be posted for the public within 24 hours of the meeting. While new Acting General Manager Matthew Campos told Z107.7 that physical printouts of the agenda did make it to the, quote, usual locations, Campos said, quote, the reason the agenda was not posted on the website is nothing more than a simple oversight and miscommunication on my part. As Acting General Manager, I assume full responsibility, unquote. For tonight's special meeting agenda in continued business, the board will have further discussion on effective methods to manage Covington Park, on whether to move forward with establishing a Morongo Valley Dog Park, and on the Covington Park mural project, the latter which the board will discuss and approve the concept, parameters, and authorization of staff to move forward with planning and coordinating efforts. For new business, the board will reschedule last night's public hearing on the preliminary budget for fiscal year 2025-26. The board will take stronger steps to enforce San Bernardino County's dog leash law at Covington Park, To enhance park security and deter vandalism, the board will discuss the installation of security cameras and better lighting at Covington Park and Geeson Field. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Gabriel Hart.
This is your last week to receive a free stamped Grub Stake Days postcard from the Yucca Valley Chamber of Commerce. You can use this postcard to commemorate this year's exclusive Pioneertown Postal Cancellation stamp at the Pioneertown Post Office. After you fill it out, drop it in the mailbag and become a part of history. All postcards sent from Pioneertown Post Office until June 30th will receive this special one-time cancellation stamp. As part of the Grub Stake Days celebration, come up to the Pioneertown Post Office at 11:30 a.m. on Sunday for the annual Pony Express ride. A Pony Express rider is delivering real mail to the Pioneertown Post Office, and rumor has it some cowboy bad guys might also be there looking to stir up some trouble. For all the Grub Stake Days family fun and festivities, visit grubstakedays.com. Theater 29's finale production of their 25th anniversary season, The Agatha Christie Murder Mystery, And Then There Were None, will transport audiences to mysterious Soldier Island beginning June 13th. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas reveals who we'll meet once you get there.
The finale production of Theater 29's groundbreaking 25th anniversary season, And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, has announced their cast at Theater 29. The spine-chilling murderous romp set on a lonely island off the coast of England will run June 13th through 29th. Award-winning director Catherine Ferguson reveals an ensemble cast including Rebecca Ossier as Vera Claythorne, Miguel Gomez as Philip Lombard, Joseph Rigo as William Bloor, Laura Harwood as Emily Brent, Equinox Kramer as Anthony Marston, Makasi Boykin and Salome Fisher playing Thomas and Ethel Rogers, Mick Dean as General John MacArthur, Catherine Inscore as Dr. Edwina Armstrong, and Charles Harvey as Justice Lawrence Wargrave. And Then There Were None is rated 13 plus for adult content and may not be appropriate for younger audiences. The production will open June 13th with an opening night gala hosted by the 29 Palms Community Food Pantry. Tickets for opening night and the rest of the run are available now at theater29.org/tickets. This production is proudly supported by Visit 29. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, it is spring in the desert. Local herbalist, botanist, and native plant expert Christina Sanchez will be the guest on tomorrow's Z107.7 Up Close show. Christina will talk with host Gary Daigneault about what's blooming in our desert and what you can plant at home. She may even be able to help you adopt a kitten. The Z107.7 Up Close show airs live this Friday and every Friday at 10 a.m. and is available as a podcast at z1077fm.com by the weekend. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.